Yeah. Lord, I'm married to pray for nights like this. Really.
It's your main man, PBM Louie. Welcome to the 10K report. To the far left of me, I got
Rico 10 sacks. It ain't easy, but I make it look like it talk to me.
to the right of me, I got
Names, aka Mr. Durag.
and we got our special guest. Names, what's up, Names? Our special guest. I don't know what's going on with names lately, man.
That do-rag too tight.
And our special guest
Cash Burner 5000.
Yeah.
Roselle, New Jersey.
in the building.
Roselle USA, what's up?
So we gonna start off right, bro. You came in here, you walked up in here with this. What's this about, bro?
Oh man, Bel Air, man. We about to throw the crazy party with Smack. That's coming up soon. We gonna either throw it at Taboo or Angel. So
For sure.
I'm about to be.
That's lit.
That's gonna be my honorary day.
So you officially Black Bottle Boy?
That's gonna be
Let's
the
clap
day.
that up for him one
Oh,
time.
wow,
Let's get it right. Let's get it right, for boy.
So this the invite right here?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So this is for us, right? We just need the cups to pop.
Yeah, yes for y'all.
Hey, drop if you could, bro.
Shout
You find
out
some
Smack.
cups, man. With some cups, it's probably some in the other room over there. See, Weezy got some. Let's pour up, baby. Shout out to Smack again.
Word. Well, first off, we appreciate you for coming today, dog.
Nah,
Support you,
appreciate
bro.
You know what I'm saying? We know you, but for everybody who don't, tell me your name, where you from, what you repping.
Oh man, Cash Burner 5000, man. I'm from Roselle, New Jersey. Artist, triple threat, all the way talent, man. You know, it's going down with Louis right now with the whole team 10K.
Boom.
Hours, you know.
Yeah, 10K
On the
report, 10,000
network,
hours
on
of
the
network.
network, on the network. All right, boom.
sure.
So you dropped your most recent project 2 weeks ago.
Mocha.
Project number 8.
Whoo! I'm listening to it.
How
I'm
you
like,
feel about
this
it?
is smooth, tough nigga.
I didn't know he had all them many projects. So I said, well, he working.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was out here. He wasn't joking with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second project this year. I actually dropped an EP called 5 Days in April, but Mocha came out 2 weeks ago, so it was just.
And I seen them new videos, one video a month. You out here wilding.
Oh yeah, man, I try to shoot consistently, you know. And
You got one director, like one videographer?
I got 2 actually. On my man J Star shot all my old videos. Rosanna, What You Want to Do, and then I recently met Lo shot Every Time She, and he shot Life of a Rapper. So we met through my man Wavy Michaels.
Okay.
One of my good friends. We grew up together. We went to high school together. So he put us together. So I said, let me do something different.
That's
Let me
dope.
Up the quality of the videos and everything.
dope.
And how do you feel about these projects, like this project ranking with the others? Like, where does it sit?
Actually,
Number 8, right? You said
Number 8 is I wanted to do something different. You know, I wanted to do something more for the females. You know,
Right.
'cause a lot of that is my audience. Because female audience, you check your demographics on the people that's listening to you,
Right.
And you see that I have a female base that's like large with
Right.
that. So I said, let me just do a project dedicated to them. So that ended up becoming Mocha. And it's funny how I got the name Mocha. Italian chick I was fucking with, she called me that, so it just like stuck with me. So,
Boom.
Mocha chocolate.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like,
That was a bad. Hold on, my fault, bro. Before you ask me the question, yo,
What?
you had the bad joint on the beach. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, man,
I'm married, though. I'm just
Nah,
I'm
he just putting it out for
curious.
the general
I wrote
consensus.
that question. I wrote that question.
Yeah, he wrote
down,
that question.
B.
It
I
was
wrote
in the
that
law.
question
My
down,
question
B.
too. I just
wrote
ain't
it
write it
down.
down.
What the hell? I'm like, ooh, shorty.
Yeah, that's Alhana. That's we like this. That's real close and everything. Actually, what's funny about that is, you know, I was trying to deal with her, you know, but rapping and my life and the way it is and doing so much shit, I be running around so much. I really was like putting shorty off, you know.
Right.
I wasn't really taking it serious. Like I would when times I'd go out to go see her and everything. And like from before that, we just ended up getting cool. You know, it's a real close person. I really felt I got a lot of love for. So you know, she came out. She drove 3 hours to do that video.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
3 hours.
She drove 3 hours for that
Yeah,
video.
she drove 3 hours. We shot that video in Seaside, South Jersey.
And you ain't no fees was involved with that.
Oh no, I gave her some bread just out of love, but she was gonna do it on the string.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, but
that's
I said no, I
dope.
can't have you come from, and especially me knowing she
As a
came
man.
3 hours. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
That's
As
a man.
Yeah, so I gave her a nice little amount of bread that day to do that.
All right. So what's your go-to pickup line with these shows? Like you walking on, what's good, baby? My name Mocha.
Nah, it's
But
just
you ain't never had no choke like this.
Like let us know what's up with you. How you really doing this out here?
Nah, man. I'm a female crazy man. I love women, man. So it's just
What you saying to them? What you saying to them?
Because you had 2 nice ones in both the last 2 videos.
What you saying to them? He had a nice one
He
Every
2 for
girl,
2.
he had like 6 girls on his cover. He had like 6 women on his
Oh
cover.
yeah, that was from all different parts of my life. Like every on that cover, like one of the girls was in my Say Yes video. That's an earlier video. And then there was another girl I was in the strip club with.
And they was all bad.
Another one I was in the strip club with. You know, I do security on the side for a lot of the porn stars. So we went down there with Erotica and shout out to Alexis Texas, Team Texas. I fuck with them. They fuck with me heavy. I did their security. So but that girl that was on that, she was a porn star.
Okay.
How does that security life, being at the strip clubs, being at all the clubs, intertwined with the rap life, the hip hop life? Like, does it take away? Does it give to, or sometimes does they meet and collide? And does it become a problem?
It meets and collide, and it becomes a problem. Because you know sometimes there's people that want to take shots at you because you're not full time rapping. Like, oh, you got a job. Like, oh, it must not be working out. But nah, it's like I always tell them, like,
They don't know the process.
I can go do illegal shit to go do some illegal shit because I know I know a lot of people, but why risk that when I can go do something legitimate and keep focusing on my career and growing and growing? Because you go to jail, it holds you up, it stops you from everything.
I just told you
and
about
that's
that.
what happened to me when I was rapping. Because when I put my first project out on 012, I ended up catching a case the next year, but I was playing around with it. I wasn't taking it serious. I thought, my man Jeremy from G-Unit, he put my shit on This Is 50, so I'm like, well, my shit about to be on 50 Cent website. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm about to drop, but nah, it's not like that. You got to put groundwork in. It don't come. People think, I'm going to drop a project. It don't happen like that for everybody.
And what was the case that you caught?
I was going through some shit with my shorty, and you know how you do so much for a person. She was in living that street life, and I had took her out of it, but she didn't really want to move in with me and stay with me, so she still was with her family, and a lot of her family members didn't want to see her do great. They wanted her to still be in the street, because she had the talent of doing hair. So I got her the job in my barbershop with my mans. They got the hair salon, and she was doing hair, but like her negativity just ended up catching me in some shit. So we had like a domestic violence situation. Not me hitting her or anything, but just her lying on me, putting a restraining order on me. And me being young, I violated the order, and then I ended up going to jail.
Right, damn, that's hard. That sucks.
Yeah, so I was in and out, county, get out. I ain't see her for 3 months. She calling me back. I go fuck with her. The crazy part is while we was having this crazy argument, while we having the argument on the text message, she's standing next to the cops showing them the text message. So they locked me up the next day for terroristic threats. And it wasn't nothing like I'm going to kill you or nothing. It was like, yo, I was like, yo, I do everything for you. Fuck you, like, I'm this and that. But she's right next to the police showing them this shit. So I ended up getting locked up the next time.
Scandalous, bro.
That shit hurt my heart.
Right. I just heard from my man. I'm like, damn, this shit. I love you, bitch. Why you gonna do this? How you gonna do this to me?
Yeah, so it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in and out, Irvington.
They ain't even pay her.
Last straw was Irvington because this 2 weeks I got the case in Roselle. Then Irvington, we about to go to court. 4 or 5 undercover detectives circling around the house. They come pick me up for some lies. She said she ended up getting beat up and said I did it. And so I had to go to jail for that shit in Irvington. I bailed out. I had to go to court. She never showed up to court. Come to find out, they dropped all the shit because the person that she got to beat her up, she never put the bread to them. Like, it was like she paid for that shit. She never gave her bread. So she went to the courthouse in Irvington and said, yo, he didn't, it was fixed. It was a fake type of shit. So they ended up dropping all the charges for me and everything.
Oh, man.
And I ain't see her since, so.
God damn, bro.
She's fucking your life up.
I don't mean to say this, man, but fuck her, bro. She is a different. You giving out a different type of thing.
That
like,
shit right there, spoiled
you got
milk.
this bitch.
You can't do nothing with that.
He got these bitches going crazy.
Yeah, man,
My one question about that whole situation is like, why you feel like it took until the Irvington thing?
I was young and I was really stupid. Like, I really thought this person loved me. I thought this person cared about me. I thought this was the first time I was really like
in love with somebody.
So when you come to find out you can do as much as you can for somebody, and it don't mean nothing.
Word. One thing I definitely learned from like any last relationships I had, I take into my new ones, is that nothing I do for you is for you. Right. I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't expect nothing back. 100. Shit's crazy.
So what's your next thing after this Mocha project? Because where do you go from here? You talking about all the females. You talking about where you at in your life with the music, as far as you rapping and you don't got time for chicks. You only got time for the music. What's next? Like after you do a project like this?
It's funny. I got another project that I wrapped up. It's coming out on my birthday. So that's coming out December 17th. We actually shot the video this past weekend. It's called Stay Focused. So I'm just gonna keep dropping material, keep shooting videos, keep working. Actually, I was supposed to take a meeting with Rock Nation, and the girl that connected me to bring me to Hot 97. They only doing Zoom meetings because of the COVID situation. So I told her I didn't really want to do a Zoom meeting. I'd rather be in the office and sit down with the people and talk to the people. So maybe we can just go to I don't want to do that. I'm not saying she would play me with somebody on the Zoom, but I just want to be in the building so I know what's what. Right. 'Cause I take the business serious about everything.
As you should. Everything you do, you should take the business serious.
Yeah.
How'd you get the name?
Cash Burner. Cash just came from just working and new shit, fly. I like to get fly, I like to dress up and everything. Burner came from like 2007. I was listening to DJ. This is like around the time I started to rap, and I was listening to DJ Drama's Gangsta Grill album, and there was a song called "Throw Your Sets Up," and Jadakiss had a verse where he was saying such and something, throw away burners. And so when I heard it, I was just like, oh shit, Cash Burner. And then 5,000, that's like an alias. That came from really me, somebody paying me an amount of money to go do some shit. So that's where the 5,000 part had came in from.
Damn, I'm you'll be like, damn, this nigga sound like a new camera. You know what I mean? Cash Burner 5,000. I'm like, whoa, God, what electronic is that? Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro.
So what's your influences? What's your influences in your rap music? How you think your sound was developed and everything?
Right.
I like just being real, like being authentic. Like I never rap about things that I don't do. I try to give game to like the youth, because a lot of these youth out here, they running around lost, no guidance and everything like that. So if you listen to like a lot of my earlier projects, it was trying to be conscious. What's funny about it is like around 2012 when I dropped African American Nightmare, I didn't think I was like that great at rapping, but the project was good to somebody else as an A&R at Sony Records. So he liked the project and everything, but his whole thing when he would go back to me, he was like, well, there's no drug dealing records on the project. Like, you don't have a record for the streets. You don't have a record to, it's nothing I can't sell and all that. So he didn't want to sign me. This is a white man telling me.
I'm glad you said it, because I was going to ask you, was this a white man telling you this?
Yeah,
it had to be.
White, yeah. He said,
look at his face.
You don't got no
that
drugs.
ass.
Yeah, I ain't had that. I was just like, that don't sound right.
Yeah, do-rag. Which I know you want to. I know you got a couple questions for him, do-rag.
I know. So he already took my questions about the ladies. I was like, oh man, that's foul. He gonna take my question like that.
I wrote it
but
down.
I know you from Roselle. So like, what's the vibe in Roselle right now? Like as like hip hop wise. Outside of like, we all know Crutches from Roselle as well, but it's, like, is there any other artists that you will listen to from Roselle?
I listen to everything like Cash. A lot of Crutches people. Crutch dropped the mixtape. I listened to that. It had a lot of people. I think Loki was on it. It was a project a couple of months ago. But a lot of the rappers that I know from out there is like connected to Crutch. Like as far as Roselle is concerned, like. It's Crutch, it's me. Like, we like the two ones out there, you know what I mean? And shout out to Crutch and everything. He always show me love when I see him. I'm very happy and proud of him. Like, just to be from Roselle, seeing somebody that do that inspires me to, to keep going and doing it.
You went to Abraham Clark?
Nah, I went to Polk. I ended up.
You went to Polk? Okay, all right.
I went to Polk, and then I ended up going to St. Patrick's.
Yeah, because I'm from that area, so I already know I can ask you them questions and be like, oh yeah, he know what the hell he talking about.
Nigga ain't from that Roselle culture, bro.
Yeah, I'm from Linden. You already know I'm from Linden. But
I went to Polk too.
Yo, what's the difference between Roselle and Linden?
It's across the street.
Nigga, y'all from the same. What the
it's
fuck
a whole
you
totally
about?
different
It's
vibe.
across the street.
From the same spot.
Roselle's Roselle, Linden is Linden.
I can't. I'm from Irvington, so I'll be telling the niggas the same. Niggas be like, you from bro? I'm from Irvington, my nigga.
Linden a little bigger.
I don't look at it that way, though.
Linden a little bigger. They got a little more money.
Oh shit! They're a little bit more whiter, a little bit more richer.
Yeah, in certain parts, like they got like Linden got a trench, and then they got Sunnyside. It's like but
Roselle is only but so big. So whatever's going on in Roselle, everybody knows about it.
Yeah,
Roselle is probably about like if you could walk through Roselle, it's like
20
miles. Blocks. If you walk from
from St. George to First Ave
to the end, you can be in Roselle Park. It'd be like 20 blocks. It's not even like that's serious.
I heard in your music you was saying that your story different than most rap niggas. Tell us how. What separates yourself from everybody else?
Just me growing up. I think, like I said, I don't try to be nothing. I'm not the biggest gangster in the world. I'm not out here. I'm trying to be more positive, more culture, more conscious. A lot of the music that you hear out here today is like, negative, and I fuck with it because I come from that. But I'm just saying, like, I try to be different I try to give a message. Even my records that, like, I got a record called Came Home Bossed Up. It's like a street record, but even in there, I'm dropping jewels like, yo, know your paperwork. Just don't sign your name on anything. Like, read the contracts. Make sure that you're not getting jerked and stuff like that. So I always try to bring that message in my music, and I always be vulnerable in my music. Everybody walks around hard 24/7. Right. That's not realistic. Like, you got emotion. The biggest killers in the world got emotion. What I'm saying? So I always try to put realness and that into my music.
And I wanted to ask you this, like, a lot of things you said you didn't happen for you, as far as the guy said that your music wasn't street enough, basically. You know what I mean? And you didn't have this record. Do you feel like after putting out 8 projects that is exhausting for you? Like, where are you, like, with this music shit right now?
A little bit, like, I grew with maturity, and I said, you know what, it's not an overnight thing. Like, of course you see other people like, damn, like, why is this ain't happening? Like, I know I'm dope, I know I'm getting, what I'm saying, my numbers is good, and just all the politics with everything like that. So I always been under the mindset of, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna keep staying on in that studio, and eventually people are gonna notice and see the talent and the skill that I got and everything with my music.
I heard some influences, like, throughout the albums that I listened to. It's like you got some smooth vibes to it. Like, who influenced you, like, throughout, like, when you were younger, like, when you first picked up the pen, who you wanted to sound like? Because a lot of times when you first pick up a pen, somebody you trying to sound like somebody. It's not gonna lie about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's two sides to that. What's funny is, like, when I started listening to music when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, my mother, she never played nothing but West Coast music. So a lot of that West Coast music was Tupac, it was Snoop Dogg, it was the Dogg Pound. All that West Coast vibe. So I said this at another spot. Like, I didn't know rappers came from here. I didn't know, like, rappers came from the East Coast. And then as I got older and I went back and I started doing the research and everything, I started seeing, these rappers are coming from here. These rappers are from here. There's people from Jersey.
And a lot of their sounds is from Jersey too.
A lot of their sounds is from Jersey.
True.
So when I started writing in the beginning, I wanted to be like X. I wanted to be like Pac. People that, like, talked about stuff in their music. People that put their pain in their music. And that's what I credit to my early on, like, and then, when people say about my song, they say, oh, you got a lot of melody, you write good hooks and everything. And to be honest with you, the hook writing and everything came from down south, because down south, they know how to make records. But, like, a lot of the stuff I was listening to, UGK, 3 6 Mafia, all that Hot 90 Cash Boys, the Hot Boys, they had, like, they might not have been the best lyrical niggas, like, up top where we from, but they knew how to make songs and their melodies was catchy. So I learned a lot how to write hooks from that.
How'd you stay relevant without beefs? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no beef talk around in your music. There's no gangster element really in your music, the last project. You know what I'm saying? So how do you stay relevant without actually having beefs, without having interesting situations with people, or just a back and forth? And this is a 2-part question. And being that you out so much, you see what's going on. How do you stay out of beef? Because, it might be a nigga, you might have grabbed them too hard. But you telling him, you got to fall back, bro. How do you separate the two?
What's funny? Like, Louis, I always been a cool nigga. Like, I never, like, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm not pussy. Like, if a situation, I'm gonna handle it
for sure.
But as far as, like, interacting with people, and I didn't interact with all type Crips, Bloods, all type mob niggas and shit like that. I'm just a cool nigga. I never try to be nothing more than I'm not. Like, I don't run around here starting problems. I don't run around here instigating shit. Like, I'm so in my own world, and I got so much of respect for the culture. Like, Jersey, I respect everybody doing their thing in Jersey. I never get mad if somebody's doing a little bit better than me. That's inspiring. Like, I'm not a hater. Like, haters have issues. You know what I'm saying? Haters have problems. Right. Like, people that don't want to see people progress. Like, you get money, you doing your thing. Everybody in Jersey that's Arsenal, Ren Thomas, and somebody I know, shout out to Ren. Like, everybody's doing their thing. So, like, to me, and then with myself, I never had those type of problems. I always was cool. Like, I always got embraced. Like, we in the projects, middle of projects, and I know Albie, but I don't know. It's all type of gangsters there.
Right.
Everybody showing me love. Yo, Cash, what's good? I'm a cool nigga. Nobody's never brought that energy of me. It's always good energy. I always give out good vibes.
Right.
Is that beef necessary to stay relevant, you think?
That's a good question.
It works for some people and it don't work for some people. Like, I think the beef got really, like, when people saw 50 come in the game, that's when everybody after that everybody wanted the beef. Like, it was making money. It was entertaining, but a lot of people don't realize, like, the fans and the people that listening to the music, they seeing that as entertainment. That's but behind the scenes, this nigga's getting killed. Like it's people taking hits, it's people getting beat up. It's like you go to the club and you by yourself and there's 10 niggas on the other side. They gonna see you. So a lot of people not conscious of that. Like everybody thinks that shit is a game, and I feel like people that's in it, you in it. Like you know what it is. Like, but then there's people that try to be something that they not. That those are the niggas to me that always get hurt and always have the issues and beef. Because real niggas don't want to beef. Real niggas want to get money.
You think as many albums that you had throughout all these years, you think that
Getting money.
any of your albums you think that you shouldn't have put out, or anything that you should have added to, because it's a lot of albums. Sometimes you feel a certain way, because I got projects that I've done and I'm like, I should have shortened that up, or I should have just chopped that into 2 albums or something like that. You ever felt that way about any of your albums?
My projects, I loved every one of them. I always felt like they was learning experiences. Like so. The first project, I tried to go into the second project. What can I do better? Can I say that better? Can I write that differently? So every project to me, I loved it. It was never a project. The only thing I feel like maybe I could have shortened one of them. Maybe it might have been too long or something like that. Maybe I should have took more time on it. Like, I say that the one project I think I should have took the most time on was Pain Cut Deep and everything, and I feel like I rushed that project. Like I was trying to do too. I could have sat with that a little bit more.
Yeah, because you got 8 albums. So at this point, you feel as though that you got your own core group of fans.
Yeah, and it's grown. Everything is getting bigger.
Yeah, that's good, because when you have your own core group of fans, I'm going back to his question, is that when you get to a certain point, when you got your own core group of fans, beef and things like that, sometimes you could just move around on your own and just put out. You could stick in the studio like a J. Cole type of guy. He's figured that thing out. Where you just stay at that point, you in the studio and you just working. He 8 albums deep. So what can you actually say to this guy of any problems or any situations after this point in his career? You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna sound like hate. Nobody gonna jump out the window and hate on you
because he got his own shit going on.
Unless it's just something sidebar. But you a man, so you gonna be able to control that.
And I ain't gonna hold you. Like I've been in that jail cell, bro. I don't wanna go back. That shit's
That's
hard.
some real shit. Is there any elements that you think that you missing in your music? Like is the sound like you wish you had, or something that you a part of your music that you want to develop into?
More singing wise, I feel like on the hooks I can be more like, I'm not like the best singer in the world, but I know how to flip it. But I feel like that the singing part of that aspect, I wish I had like a better singing voice. And, I try to get better with that. Maybe one day I get like a vocal coach. Or something.
You felt like Mocha was supposed to be an EP because how short it was.
Yeah, but no, actually, shout out to Eli Alcatraz. He cut it down. Actually, it was like 14.
Shout out to Eli.
Yeah, shout out to Eli. Yeah. I don't know if that was a good move or a bad move, Eli. I'm being honest with you. I'm listening to it. It was over too quick for me.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? But that's a good thing though, because now you know why? Because I dropped the EP on Christmas Day. I drop every year Christmas Day. I'm gonna drop it again once. I'm giving y'all some exclusives. Every year Christmas Day I drop, right? I dropped a 6-song EP, but it made the people want it and it sent my streams up. Because you got less options. See, this is what people don't. It's a science behind it. If you like the music, right? That means it's more replay value because you like the music, right? But it's less options. So what you got to listen to, you gonna listen to it more.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Right. So it's everything I do. You know what I mean? I got to think about it 6 times. So that on as far as financially, it makes sense. You can get your money back quicker.
Wow.
Right. You know what I mean?
Dope.
7 because it's the theory when you hustling drugs outside, small profit, quick return.
Yeah, fact.
So yeah, it's a smaller dosage of it, right?
Yeah.
But it's the stream. I'm gonna keep listening to each song more.
So now,
all right. So now you might got 3 or 4 banging songs out of the 6. And if I just keep listening to them shits nonstop, I don't got no more options but the other 2. So you know what I'm saying?
Wow, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I should have cut the project a little bit more. It was actually on 14 records, and Eli 14? Felt like they should cut it down a little bit more. I still got extra records.
It was smart on Eli part as far as how to do it.
Yeah, he sequenced everything.
Right. You know what I mean? That was smart. But as far as the listener, you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, like I felt like once it was real smooth for the ladies 1 through 5, I think, and then those last 2 joints you started really getting into. I forget the name of the song, but you got into the details about your father passing, and I forgot who was your feature on it, but it was like that specific song was different from the other ones. Like it wasn't. It would like that didn't seem like it was for the ladies. It felt like it was for you.
Yeah.
It made me want to ask you about that.
Yeah,
like,
life of a rapper. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
how did like I couldn't imagine losing my father. Like, how did that affect your music?
Oh, nah, he not dead. He just dead to me. Like,
oh shit,
yeah, you know what I mean?
He had us thinking that he was actually dead.
Yeah, he just dead to me. So I don't even consider him like. He not even living to me. Like I could walk. He can walk down the street. I won't even acknowledge him.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we could talk about.
So what's up? Like,
I'm gonna tell you, and it's, you know what's funny about it? Like, I hate to bring the family business into it, but but
that's what we need.
I'm gonna keep it real though. My father's brother, shout out my brother, Uncle Booby, my uncle. His son, his oldest son, my cousin, he was doing work for Redman.
Okay. So
I didn't even know he knew I rapped. So we happened to run into each other at the bank, and he was like, "Yo, cuz, I didn't know you rap." Da, 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 da. So I was like, "Yeah, I've been rapping." Da, da, da. He said, "No, you know I fuck with Red. You know, I'm living in the house Red. I done been to the house that Redman grew up to. I've been there and everything." So he's like, "You know, I fuck with Red, blah blah blah, this and that." So I was coming by, like, cause my cousin was like, "Yo, I want to link y'all," cause you know, Red done been to my uncle's house and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He done met my cousins and everything. So, like, I gave my cousin some bread to do a Redman feature.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm so anxious to do this shit with Red. My cousin was like, "Nah, I'm gonna get it for you for 1,000. So, you know, just put 250 up and everything like that. And, you know, after everything else, I just give it to him the later." So I'm thinking in my mind it's gonna be big, cause Redman don't do a lot of records with niggas. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin ended up fucking me out the shit. Like, it was.
I had a $250.
You should have knew that when he said 1,000.
Red. I ended up, cause you know it's taking so long. Like, I did the record, I went to the studio, did it. Like, yo, damn, what's going on? Like, I'm hitting my cousin up, and then after a while, my cousin starts picking up the phone. But then what's funny is I ended up going on Facebook and I seen Redman's engineer. So I told my engineer about it, and that's what ended up happening. So long story short, my father, I wanted to kill my cousin. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold you. And I hate to say that because I got a lot of respect for my other cousin, shout out JR, but I wanted to do something to him. And it was running through my, really to do something to him about that, do something to him. So I said, you know what? Let me call my father. Like, you know, he ain't been in my life or whatever, you know, for a long time. Maybe he, you know, we was cool, but he said some stupid shit to me, like, out that conversation. I said, nah, I ain't talk to him again. He was like, oh, none of my kids would have been that dumb to. I said, well,
come on, bro, what's wrong with this nigga?
I said, he really had the nerve to say that. I'm
like he wasn't his son.
Like, that wasn't your cousin.
So I hung the phone up on him. Like, he tried to apologize to me later, but I ain't fuck with him. So after that situation, I just like, yo, he dead to me. I haven't talked to him since.
Damn, how long ago was that?
Like 3 years ago. Yeah, 2-3 years ago.
That shit crazy. So what's the relationship with you and your moms though?
Nah, me and my mom's is good. My mom's took care of me. Mom's was my father and mother. You know, she did both jobs.
Explain your upbringing for us, because you know that's one thing we skip. Yeah, we jumping around. We want to get to know the real you. You feel me? Right. And we want to know the project. So you know, maybe we gotta let you talk it. Explain the real you.
My mom, she raised me to do the right thing. She always like wanted me to be an upstanding person. So like, she sheltered me a lot when I was a kid. So like, all my friends was running around in the streets. They was doing such a thing that I felt like I was less of a person and being held back, because she wanted
because she wanted to love you.
Shelter me.
She actually loved you.
So you know, I'm getting when I got older, you know, and I got picked on by my name being Ashley, going through school and all that shit. But right. As I got older,
Cash burning 5,000 name Ashley.
Miller.
It's a nigga named Ashley that work at the Walgreens.
And then they got the face of a killer. That killed 4 niggas today. Nigga named Ashley.
His name is unisex.
That's why he love the hoes. Look.
Now I had a friend when I was younger down in South Carolina. His name was Ashley, so that ain't really too far.
And he murked 5 niggas.
And he beat you up behind it quick too. Well, what you want to say, nigga? They been fighting all in the basketball court. We was young though.
That's crazy.
Nah, so she raised me to be the right thing, but then eventually I ended up doing what I was doing, running around trying to be in the streets and getting in little situations. And then after me going through all the stuff I went through with the jail situation and then other little situations I caught, I started understanding like why she raised me the way she wanted me to be raised.
Right.
So if I could have go back and do it differently, it was never nothing wrong with me anyway. It was just the peer pressure I felt like I got from my friends or people. The people and everything. And it caused me to like kind of want to be like that.
What do you feel like you could have did different dealing with the music, dealing with the business, just generally? You know what I mean? From the last, not the first 4, because the first 4 projects you put out, and with any man project, I feel like when the first 3 to 4 years when you put out a project, you just really learning. You know what I mean? You figuring it out. But the last 4 projects, what do you think you could have did different to make your situation different than what it is now? Or you feel like you arriving on time?
I feel like I'm arriving on time. Actually, the project that kind of put me on notice was Roselle 07203. Shout out to DJ Doughboy. He produced that whole project.
I seen you up there with Doughboy.
Yeah, Doughboy, that's my man. He produced the whole project. So, like, he felt like the records we did on there, like Running Up a Check, Trappers Jumping, they can be more easy and more received in the clubs and everything. Because a lot of the stuff prior to that was, like, artistic and artsy and everything. But that project really started putting me on notice. Like, all my projects was, but that project really kind of jumped to me getting Hot 97 and a lot of the different things that I already was doing. So it just helped grow. So everything helped. I don't look at it like I could have been here or I've been there. I just think everything is organically working like it's supposed to be working.
How was the Hot 97 experience?
I was dope. It was my first time. Like growing up listening to a radio station since you was a kid and ended up being
so surreal.
Yeah, ended up being in them and meeting Ebro and Shawnee and that, Shawnee did the interview and everything. So like it just was surreal. Like I never thought like all the stuff I've been through I would actually make it up to that. Something I've been listening to since a kid.
And was
That's
it
amazing,
organic?
bro.
Was it a good interview?
Yeah, it was a good interview. Shawnee got to know me as a person. He said most artists come up here and I'm just starting out. Like basically, I'm not starting out, but basically just getting familiar with the people and everything. So it was a good experience.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
Outside of that producer, you got any other producers you work with?
Dream Life overseas in London. I work with Doughboy. I work with Mocha Beats. He did a lot of the stuff on Mocha. Solus, he's from Australia. He did Life with as a rapper. So like a lot of my producers is overseas. Like
how do you find them online?
Online. They might hit you in the DM or me. I might run across them in the search and everything. And DJ Pain One, shout out to DJ Pain One. He did a lot of stuff.
I like Pain One a
Yeah,
lot.
Pain One. I got to develop a relationship with him. Talking. I ain't meet him yet, but sending beats on the text and all of that. So.
Yeah, he very responsive. Yeah.
This is my first time dealing with an online producer now. Me and Names, the guy, what's his name? Epiphany or something? Prophany.
He dope.
I mean, dealing with him personally. DM, he want to work. I told him I'll fly him out here. It's just hard for me to work with dudes that's like, I'm not really an online dude, even though, we from the era where the internet is prominent.
I'm from that era.
Yeah, you from that era. I'm more so.
Gotta relax.
I'm from the era, right? I'm from the era where everything was tangible. I still remember, picking up. I had landline phones.
You had the phone
and
with the
having
wire
those
on it?
conversations. On a landline phone, and just me and my brother in a foster home sharing our little room phone, and we trying to have girls only call this line.
Yeah, because back in the day, your moms would break through the line. You still on it? Get off my phone.
Right.
You're like, damn.
Right. So how do you feel the transition that's came from 2012 to 2020 as far as how you serving the music? Because we went 2012, niggas was still doing CDs somewhat, and now we doing digital. How did that affect your music as far as the streaming goes, as far as you not having hard copies no more, your promo? How did it affect it?
I think it's become a little bit more easier as far as like nowadays because it's more ways to connect now than it was back then. Like back then, your CDs you had to go all around. Like you had to literally drive to every state. I
did that shit in 2010.
Facts. And now like you can just put everything online and you can send it out to like millions and millions of people. People receive it quicker. But I'm from the era where I love going to the CD store, opening up the CD, and cassettes, and looking through the credits,
touching the paper,
feel all that. Yeah, buying the CD person. Yeah, you be hyped. Tuesday drop. They used to drop on Tuesdays. Now they do it on Fridays. And
I don't know nothing about that little nigga.
And you know what's crazy? Somebody asked me, what day should I drop?
Hey, yo, take that bib off that nigga neck.
Yeah.
Fucking bib off that nigga neck.
Yeah, they used to drop Tuesdays, bro.
Yeah, word is born. He don't know nothing about the mixtapes, them dramas, them DJ drama mixtapes, them gangster grills. You don't remember nothing about the Trapaholic joints. What was the light skin? What was the light skin nigga back in the day? DJ Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, yeah.
Ooh, he had some projects too.
Yeah.
Remember that shit was fire back in the day.
Yeah.
Drop. What's the other shits where we used to listen to the D Block joints? Remember we used to have the shits on the radios outside.
I got a good one for you.
Whiteout.
Sycamore.
Whiteout. That's what it did.
Remember that Sycamore.
Hey yo,
if you can rap
off the Sycamore joint. Hey yo,
you can rap through a whole Sycamore joint. You an ill nigga.
Yo, what made you put your first project in 2012 out? And was that your initial statement to rap, like your walk on?
Well, I was working. I was
He don't know nothing about that. Baby. He can't go back that far. He was eight. He was eight when that came out. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was working from '08, so when it came to like '08, '09, '10, '11, I was really just learning how to record and make records. And
Right.
Some of those records got used in '12, so '12 was like when I dropped African American Nightmare. That was my first project, so I did it in my man. Shout out to my man Eno. We did it in his house and everything. So he engineered it.
So the recording was trash.
Super trash.
Yeah, you know
Sorry,
how
Eno, but you know.
That's
You
how
know
I
what I mean?
go,
Gotta start
We
somewhere.
broke back
That's-
then. We
You
couldn't
from the
afford
trenches.
studio.
Let them know you from the
Exactly.
trenches.
Trenches.
They gotta know you from the trenches.
Yeah,
like you
right.
really from this.
We didn't really have a recording studio money
Right,
at that
right.
time, but we did it in his house, and shout out my man Jeremy from G Unit. I met him actually in '09, '10 when I started going to Staten Island, because I started recording a lot of my music in Staten Island, and my engineer was cool with him, so we ended up linking, and he ended up putting the first project as an exclusive on thisis50.com.
Yeah, you told me. That was. What was the fees back then to record? Anybody remember? Oh,
Back in
what
the
am I
day?
talking about?
No, back in
Look,
the day,
Names
the
was my
fees-
engineer 2009.
Yeah, it's like 35 an hour. If you could,
Yeah, it was. It was that.
Back in the day, it's probably like 35 an hour.
Yeah, was that
40 an
expensive?
hour. Like if
It
you
wasn't-
go to a home
oh,
studio.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
was going to like a big studio,
It was like 120 sometimes. Remember
it'd
the
be
big
expensive.
joints?
Yeah, it'd be expensive as hell.
$60
50
an hour.
50
50
an hour.
hour.
My
50
shit's
hour.
right now. We need 60 an hour if you want to record at Blazing Bar Studios. It comes with names, the best engineer you want. You get what I'm saying? And it's a 3-hour minimum, so it's still $60 an hour. But you're gonna get that fucking work.
Yeah.
It come with the Rico great vibes
The
sometimes.
fuck out of here.
Hey, yo, if I'm in the room and you need a hook, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't say so
I
too
sing,
cheap.
I rap.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
We work.
So too
Oh,
cheap.
nah, dope.
When it's over, when we leave here, when we get off the air, I'm gonna take y'all upstairs, let y'all listen to my album. You know what I mean? Let y'all get it exclusively
Word.
before it even come out, so y'all can hear what I'm doing on the 25th. I'm only missing 1 or 2 songs that I think I'm gonna put on there, and that's gonna be something with like a major dude, like probably Benny the Butcher, one of them. Trying to be figuring it out now.
Dope.
So once I figure out who we gonna get, what's the name? But you know it's about that time, right? It's a couple questions we gotta ask you that we didn't ask you, right?
What?
We now you on your super positive shit. I'm scared to even ask you. Right?
He said he want no beef.
All right, you said yeah.
Neutral nigga.
But I still got it. It's part of the show, right? So names, ask him names.
Why you gonna send me?
How you gonna introduce it and then pass?
Ask
All
him
right,
names. I don't
all
want
right,
to say
so-
it like Debbie Downer.
All right, you know we Jersey based, so we gonna say, who's the 5 people that you think is in the top 5 of Jersey right now?
Oh, wow, that's hard.
And the second question, look,
don't
you
gotta do no
was
work.
a funny nigga, boy. You gonna leave with the
He was gonna let him
He
rock.
leave with the
Gotta
second
relax.
first.
He
But
was
look, he
gonna let
led
him
with the
rock.
second first this time. You know what we usually leave
first
with.
and Gotta
relax.
Yeah, this nigga's
Nah.
different. Go ahead,
And then you gotta do the 5 people that need improvement in Jersey.
niggas that's trash. That need that's
Trash.
that's trash.
Basura.
Basura. This part of this show, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
And then we want your freestyle right after this.
Yeah, I'm a rap. Nah, definitely.
Nah, we ain't gonna say trash though. Just need some improvement.
My top 5 in Jersey. Rapping. You talking about rapping wise?
Rapping wise.
Yeah.
But it got to be New Jersey, the whole state.
Yeah.
We could do artists. It's up to you. Your top 5.
Down here, rapping wise, not in no particular order, but Surf. Shout out to Surf.
Yeah.
I like Crutch. Definitely shout out to Crutch. Crutch is up there. You know what I mean? Albie. Shout out to Albie. Free Albie.
Free Albie.
Arsenal.
Is that 4?
I say. I put Cash Runner. And fuck it.
Cash,
Cash Burner. I
Cash
put me.
Burner.
Nah, you can't put you up
do,
there.
can't
you
put me.
can't do yourself.
Nah, you can't do it.
Top 5. Oh man. Ooh.
That
I
fifth
say
spot
Louis.
be the one.
Louis. I'll put
Man,
you.
yo.
Louis.
Who that?
Just gonna throw me out there.
Hey, he
He like, I don't know who else. Well, I appreciate it,
Nah,
man.
I fuck
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
I fuck with Louis.
I appreciate it. You thought he did me drop? He just do it. Yeah, you know what? You here? You know what? I'll throw you up there, dog. Go ahead, bro. Give you a little light. Your little shot.
All right, nah, that was easy, bro. So now let's get to the hard part.
The hard.
5 improvement. They don't gotta be for me. They not trash. Cause
if you can't name them, just tell me right now you ain't naming none. We gonna move forward.
Nah, it's not.
I know you're on your positive tip.
Nah, it's not even that.
Hey, Hunts,
you know what I mean,
politically correct.
what was the first album called?
African American.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to. You feel me?
This is supposed to be a dream.
Every artist that I be hearing is. I don't think they whack. I don't think we have whack rappers in Jersey.
Right. He just was saying that we got some of the most talent.
We got some of the most talented people in Jersey. Like, to be honest with you, one of my favorites is Suge. I fuck with Suge a lot.
Yeah.
Suge's music back like 4 or 5 years ago. Even that, I fuck with Suge. Ren Thomas, you know, we did records together on the Roselle project. That's my man from like 05. Like we was in the freezer together working that shot rig. So
That's your man.
So yeah, so
05, the nigga was 17.
Yeah, man. So,
18.
Nah,
I was
Jersey.
6.
Nah, I'm for anything in Jersey. I'm for Jersey.
I was 6 years old in 05.
This nigga crazy, boy. This nigga's a baby. I got shits bigger than you. It's about that time, Names. Let's get them right, Names.
Hold up, before we even move forward to go into, because we need you to spit some bars today.
No, no eye bars neither. Not no
It
eye
can't be
bar.
extra regular.
Right.
Can't be, you know what I mean? All that, you know what extra regular is? Trash. So, you know what I'm saying?
Trash.
Before we move forward to that, let's say rest in peace to Prodigy, because today's his birthday.
Rest in peace, Prodigy.
He's a big influence on me. I don't care what nobody say.
R.I.P.
Prodigy was one of the illest rappers to me coming up.
And
Right. Alright, so we back on. It's gonna come on quicker too.
Yeah.
My bad, yo.
Nah, you good, man.
Cash burning 5,000.
almost lost the energy in the room.
This is a 10,000
Nah, we
hours
here,
exclusive.
man. Energy's here, man. We gonna pop this bottle afterwards. I do got
15
cups
seconds.
hitting, but my man about to he about to freestyle real quick, and he about to give you these bars as he should.
On the network.
I want to see some fire.
And make sure Union County look good when you
I
do
want to
this,
hear
please,
some fire.
I want to feel the fire.
We appreciate it. You know what I
Know what I
mean?
mean?
Hip hop is here, bro.
Let's go. We ready to go. There we go.
Cash burning 5,000. Roselle was
I
popping.
want some fire shit, nigga.
Yeah, I want 10 hours. I already know it.
10,000 hours the
10,000
network.
hours.
The 10K report. 10K. Woo!
Roselle was good.
Let's go.
I do this for the black kids on the corner, the ones that grew up with no fathers like me, the ones that had to share that Christmas gift with being their brothers and sisters. That's the type of pain that I'm coming from, B. These niggas out here don't want me to be positive. They don't want me to put good energy in. They want me to be negative. So here it go. This dollar right here, they'll kill your mother. This South single right here, they'll fucking kill your sister. Bitch, I'm that type of nigga. You know what I'm banging. Y'all niggas know what's slanging. Y'all niggas know what it is. I'm cool with Crips and Bloods. I'm cool with the mob niggas, the motherfuckers that'll put you in the dirt. This that negative shit you like. Well, I was trafficking. I'm on the interstate. I was really dealing with birds and bricks, my nigga. I really can be compared to E4 Posse. Shout out to Sean Hartwell. That's my motherfucking nigga. Came home bossed up. I'm on my fucking 9th Ave album. You niggas better show me that love. Show me that respect. I'm a songwriter. I'm not the type of nigga to give you 100 bars on the radio. I get to the money, nigga. You see what my hands is. You see what I'm slanging. You niggas.
There we go.
That's it.
Burner. He threw all that
5,000.
money and landed
Hey, yo.
over in my engineer section.
Hey, yo. Hey, nobody comes here and throw bread
I
on
might get
him.
me a fifth of
Nobody
Henny.
did
see that too.
A couple of them
Nobody
the
did
way
that.
the money was up in the air.
Nobody did that.
Hey,
That's
drop.
ours.
That's mine over there.
We
Drop.
need the lunch. We
Drop
need it
had
for
the
lunch.
duck. He said, "Oh
Salute.
shit!"
Oh,
Like an umbrella
shit.
was flying.
It's the 10K report. We got my nigga Cash burning 5,000. Go get that Mocha out now, all streaming platforms. Bow.
Yeah.
Black Bottle Boys, 10K report.
On the network.
10,000
Some of that
hours the
Rosé.
network. Love.